Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Charlie Robertson and I'm the Executive Director of BNI Glasgow and South Lanarkshire. I just wanted to send this short message to you to let you know that I'm thinking of every one of you at the moment, and I understand that the challenges that you're facing day to day, it's a very worrying time. A lot of people will be stressed, there'll be financial issues, how you help your customers. I understand these things. BNI is obviously closed for face-to-face meetings. We decided on that a couple of weeks ago, and it's came to fruition now that it was just too dangerous to run meetings face-to-face in light of the circumstances, and as of yesterday no one's allowed to anyway by government decree. So we're very fortunate to be members of BNI because worldwide we've spent millions of pounds globally to introduce BNI Online, which is turning out to be a fantastic system. It's obviously been running in other parts of the world for the last couple of months in places like China and Thailand and areas like that, where Italy, where the coronavirus sort of broke out earlier than what it has in the UK. And the feedback we've been getting from the members there has been fantastic. They've really been innovating and they have been finding ways of generating business for each other, different from what they've done before. All of us have got to think about change and how we go about change. Just yesterday, my young sister came up with the idea for my mother. My mother's 86 and she lives on her own, and she normally has one of us visiting her every other day. My sisters visit her regularly. I go take her out, and she was going to be isolated on her own at home. And my young sister came up with this idea of giving her a tablet and setting it up on Skype so that she can just press two buttons when somebody calls her, and then she can speak to us face to face. And it's been really great. I had a good chat with her this morning, and she was telling me about the war. See, what's that got to do with the current situation? But if you can think of what it would have been like, my mother was 5-year-old when the war started and 11-year-old when it finished, and during that 6 years, from 1939 to 1945, there was consistent anxiety among the population. My mother, for instance, had to go out of her bed on a regular basis to go down to a shelter, which was just basically a hole dug in the ground with a piece of corrugated over it, an Anderson shelter it was called. And she had to go into there every night. People were sleeping in subways, on train lines, underground, because around them there was bombs dropping everywhere, and there was bombs dropping on their houses, and my mother and her family were made homeless for quite a considerable amount of time during the war. But what happened there was the people got together. There wasn't very much food coming through because the supply boats were getting bombed. So they come up with new ideas, and people started growing and doing other things that's enabled them to be able to eat and carry on with a decent standard of living. So even amongst all the things that was going on, they still entertained each other, still looked after each other, fed each other, and these things happened. And I just see this happening right now within the BNI community. People are reaching out, members are reaching out to each other and helping and coming together when they can do to help each other when they can. And I was thinking, recently about the categories that we have. There's so many categories we have in each chapter where business can still be done. And in the categories where we think that business can't be done, you have to think to yourself, well, what if? And start looking into it. So what I would suggest that we start doing over the next few weeks as we're having these meetings is start thinking about how we can help people, help the members and the people outside in the community, how we can help each other, and how we can pass business and pass referrals, because it's happening in other countries. There was a great meeting in Thistle this morning, great feedback from the members there, so we're looking forward to that. And BNI is introducing, we've got some of the top brains in the world looking into what's happening just now, finding what's going on around the world, finding new trainings, new resources for our members, and these have been developed daily and will be rolled out as we're going along and be able to help each other in a better way. But have a think, even if you can't see how you can do business right now, someday this coronavirus, this situation, these challenges are going to be over and you'll have to start your business up again. Do you want to be starting up from scratch, or would you like to have a pipeline in place ready to hit the ground running? Because that's what we can do in BNI. We can work together to get these referrals, to generate the new contacts, the new people, to innovate so that we can think of new ways of doing business, and then we'll be ready when the time comes, because that's the time when you really need to start earning the money which is going to pay back the loans and the different things that people are having to bring about to survive over the next few months. So I'm going to be here for you. Your directors and the team are going to be here for you. Your leaders and the leadership teams are going to be here for you. So call on us at any time. I am going to start setting up one-to-one meetings on Zoom, where times of the day when people can come in either on a one-to-one basis, or you can come in groups and we can talk to each other and come up with some ideas. I've got Adrian Murtaugh from the Thistle chapter as well, who is an absolute expert in helping people with anxiety issues, people who are really, you can understand people being terrified at this time about their business and what's happening with their family. How do we feed them? What do we do? And Adrian's a bit of an expert in that, and he's going to be getting a group of members together from the different groups in BNI, the different chapters, people who are experienced in helping and giving advice and teaching coping mechanisms of how we can get through this. So we'll be doing that and developing other sort of small regional power teams for different areas: finance, health and fitness, wellness, nutrition. All these things can happen where we can be working together to help each of our individual members. So I'll be feeding back a lot of these things to you, and a lot of our members, as I say, will be working in regional power teams, and I look forward to seeing how it all works out. So I'll only finish off, guys, by saying keep safe, keep smiling, keep positive, and we'll get through this together. Thank you.